O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right, let's talk about the best team in town, the Florida Panthers. And I got to tell you, last night I had a couple of old ladies from Hialeah, and we were working at Santeria, and it worked, bro. It worked. The Avalanche lost, so I'm trying here, bro. I'm trying on our end. I have connections in Hialeah. I'm not telling the PETA people what we sacrificed yesterday in order to get this done. But I just want you to, tell the folks over there in Pantherland that we're doing our best to put the Shango on the Avalanche. So the stage is set tonight to tie them at 116, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, the stage is set. Florida Panthers up playing the New York Islanders, a team that now doesn't have anything to play for. They had a very thin chance to make the playoffs. I mean, only they could have believed it. I mean, there was no way they were going to. But now that's officially done. So,
and by the way, they've been a pain in our ass over the last couple of years. So, boys, spank these guys tonight, please. Okay, just spank them.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Panthers at Islanders, first chance to check out the new arena at Belmont Park, UBS Arena. Should be a fun one for the Panthers, going for 11 in a row.
By the way, Islanders fans freaking hate it. They love the Coliseum, bro.
No, they like their new place. They like
they like the new place, but they don't like.
They hated Brooklyn. They hate
Brooklyn for sure, but the way it's designed, that's from because I get to know a couple of these Islander fans that I talk to, and they just love the way the arena was structured. Obviously, the modern arena is way better.
Hockey. It was their Orange Bowl.
Right.
It was a dump, but it was their dump.
Right. But acoustically and all that stuff, and the way the arena was designed, they love that arena the way it was designed. But you're right. They actually hate a hell of a lot more that they've got to go to Brooklyn. That they cannot stand.
Brooklyn was bad for hockey, but they had to go there. I mean, that's a whole thing. They were never getting an arena built until they did. So they've been trying to get a new arena built on Long Island for 20 years. That's why they went to Brooklyn, and it was just an abject failure. And they went back to the Coliseum, a redone Coliseum, nicely redone, kind of like the Forum in Los Angeles. They redid that, and it's a beautiful facility now. But
Long Island is a lot like Broward. They're smart. We're not giving you guys any arenas or stadiums. Go to Dade. They're the stupid idiots that will do all of that stuff. I mean, Huizinga pulled it off only because he owned Broward. If he didn't own, that was the only guy that could build a damn arena in Broward. Outside of that, I don't think anybody else.
They gave the soccer team. Some pretty good.
They did nothing there. That land was all they did was give them the land. Moss built everything. They didn't spend one penny. So the city ends up winning because they'll be able to. They get their football field, which they kept there, and they win anyways because they've got the facility now there.
That's fair. I mean,
they win. But Broward is smart. Broward doesn't do much. They don't. It's Dade that usually does all the craziness.
That's a fight for another day. But I mean, listen. I mean, people from Dade, people from Dade don't like driving north because they've never had to. So
right, exactly. Yeah, you're right about that.
I'm a Miami guy. I remember as a kid driving to Broward was like going to Disney World. It was a road trip,
Right. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Those
all right, so the boys.
By the way, going to Sunrise. What's up there? We gotta get
I was talking about this
up there.
Yeah, I was talking about this yesterday. How cool is this? So they start the season with an 8-game streak.
Yep.
They've got a 10-game streak going on now. They have had 4-game winning streaks and 1 5-game winning streak this season. How about that, bro?
And I think they've only got 1 3-game losing streak, maybe 2.
It
just shows the consistency of this team. I mean, they just consistently win is what they do.
They have 4 3-game losing streaks and 1 2-game losing streak.
Yeah, and they don't. Yeah, in a couple of those losing streaks, you're just like, what was that about? I mean, that Nashville, Columbus, Edmonton one. And that's been their
got,
last bad streak. I mean, that's been it ever since then. They've been red hot and on fire.
I know, but how cool it is as a Panther fan. You know, you don't think about it right now, but if you go back and I tell you about all these winning streaks, holy shit! Dude.
Oh yeah, like we talked about. These are the good old days, baby. You're living in the good old days right now.
Yeah,
these are the days you're going to look back on when the Panthers go to when they go to Long Island, they get beat 5-2. And, you know, we're looking 3-4 years down the road, whatever. Oh, remember when the Panthers were just beating everybody? Remember that we won 10? Remember that?
Right.
You're living in it. Enjoy it. People complain about everything. Enjoy it. It's not on TV. Shut up.
Ekblad, no setbacks. Everything's still on pace for. Oh, wait
Go
a
to
minute.
FloridaHockeyNow.com right now, Big O. Guess who was on the ice today on Long Island?
Well,
Number
that's
5.
Why I'm asking. Okay,
and back on the ice today with the team. Yeah, so that's good. I mean, listen, he's not coming back until the playoffs. We know that. Right. Even though technically he could. Technically, he can't because the Panthers would be way over the salary cap if he comes back. So he's not coming back until game 1 of the playoffs. And the Panthers hope it's game 1, right? They hope it's game 1.
Yes. Yeah.
They're not saying anything like that. But to see him on the ice today, up on Long Island, we'll see how that progresses because you know when guys. That's the first we've seen him on the ice with the team. Now he's been skating on his own, so. Sometimes, you know, you push it a little bit too much. We'll see how it reacts. Panthers are off tomorrow. They've got a morning skate on Thursday. They're off on Friday. So there's really no practice days for Aaron Ekblad, but he's going to be working on his own. We'll see if he's back with the team or if he skates on the side again. But, you know, that's really good news for the Panthers. And you know, like I was telling Colby, our reporter, Colby Guy, is there and spotted him. Teams do that when you're on the road. They know nobody's around, so you can throw Aaron Ekblad out there and nobody's going to notice. Well, Colby noticed, and story's up right now, FloridaHockeyNow.com.
Nice. There you go. So check it out and subscribe to FloridaHockeyNow.com so you can catch everything. It's like $3 a month. It's a joke. There's great coverage of the Panthers every single day. Now, we only have one issue. Maybe it's not really an issue. Could be an issue. Could be something they're thinking of, whatever. Knight's playing really well, dude. So how is this working out down the stretch?
They got 2 goalies. That's how they're looking at it.
So
they've got 2 very good goalies. That's how they're looking.
Okay, but is he going to play the hot hand, or is he going to go back and forth? I think it's
going to be a lot of gut feelings. I think it's going to be a lot of talk between the goalie people, Roberto Luongo, Rob Tallis, Francois Allaire. Leo Luongo's in Charlotte. He's tuned into this thing. They're going to, I don't know that you're going to see, one guy one day, the other guy the next. I think it's going to be whoever gets in game 1, that's his net until not, and then the other guy gets in, and it's his net till not. And then
that's what I was going to ask you. That's because
they haven't said that. They haven't said that officially.
No, I know. I know, but
that's
what we're used to. That's what we're kind of used to. Most coaches will go with the hot goalie, dude, because once you get a guy like, I keep
most
thinking
teams
about
don't have this, and that's the other thing. Most teams don't have Sergei Bobrovsky and Spencer Knight. Look how good Sergei's been the last couple games. Look how good Spencer Knight's been the last couple games. Nobody else has this, so it's kind of it's a weird situation because usually you would be saying, oh, no, it's Bob. 89% of the games are going to be Bob. But you can't say that because Spencer Knight is so quiet in net. He seems so poised. We'll see what happens. But I don't think it's an indictment for either guy who doesn't play.
So in a Stanley Cup run, just let's have a little fun here.
Sure.
You give me this offense and you give me Beezer. Do they lose more than 2 games in a run?
Beezer, Beezer, that Beezer. 96. Yeah, he didn't give up anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. With a team that couldn't score.
Years old now, Big O.
No, but I'm saying just get me that Beezer, that moment, that run with this offense, and oh my God, nothing would stop this team. It wouldn't even come close, bro, because that guy was stopping everything on an offense that couldn't score a damn thing.
Yeah. Well, it was a different game back then. It wasn't like there was a lot of teams scoring a lot of goals then. But no, you're right. Listen, and that's what made 96 so special was that you had John Van Beesbrook in net, and you had a very gritty bunch of players from the Panthers that scored timely goals, right? They scored timely goals. They didn't score a lot of them, but they got timely ones, and they scored memorable ones. You had the Mike Huff, you had the Billy Lindsay, you had all those guys. It was a lot of fun, but in this team, my goodness, could you imagine how many of those 96 Panthers? How about this one, Big O? How many of those 96 Panthers in their prime could make this Florida Panther team? Jovo.
Yeah, Jovo.
Dvorak.
Maybe you'll use Laws
Mellenby.
because he's
Paul
right
Laws
because he's a
made
badass.
Yeah.
Right.
We're looking at 5 or 6, maybe.
Yeah, not many. No. The skill on this team,
and it's deep.
It's not even close, dude.
Yeah.
It's not even close, bro.
Yeah.
I told you this reminds me of the Kings from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They're
They are good. They are physical. They're
big,
talented.
physical, fast.
You can't push them around and just they're not dancing around there. They can. They can pass like the Red Army team of the Soviet Union.
Yes,
and they can brawl with you. It's a pretty neat combination here in South Florida. They got a good club.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, what are you working on Florida hockey now so folks can check you out, my friend?
Well, speaking of the goalies, that was my story today about Bob E. Knight, I'm calling him. Throwing a little Spanish in there for you, Bob.
I like it.
Yeah, a little play. If you get it, you get it. Well, so I wrote that about this. I mean, who are they going to play game 1? I don't know. I mean, flip a coin. It could be Bob. It could be Spencer Knight. I would bet it's Bob game 1 just because it's Bob.
Right.
Whoever they play.
Give him the opportunity.
Yeah, you give the
himself.
veteran guy the opportunity, and I think that he's. Listen, they weren't exactly thrilled last week or a week and a half ago, but he seems to have gotten over things, and he's looked very solid in net. And like Andrew Burnett says, you can tell how Bob's going to play within the first couple. If he looks like he's fighting it and he's all over the place, it might be a long night, but he's looked relaxed and ready to go, so that's good. So I wrote about that today. And we've got Colby's story. I also read about Maxim Mammon and how he's been filling in for Ryan Lomberg, again, showing the depth of this team. Maxim Mammon doesn't get a whole lot of playing time here with the Panthers. He would get a lot of playing time somewhere else. Trade him to Philly, and he might be on their top line the way this guy plays, and he barely gets in with the Panthers. I wrote about him today, and then we've got Colby Guy up in Elmont, New York, who wrote about number 5, Aaron Ekblad.
All right. Good stuff there. Follow him on Twitter at George Richards and subscribe, man. Go to FloridaHockeyNow.com. You can subscribe. It's like $3 a month, and you'll get great coverage every single day of your future world champion Panthers. Because
listen, we're going to be covering this team.
We're going to lift that cup, baby. Wait a minute.
We're going to be covering this team like crazy in the night. You think we
We got our light, bro. We got our light here. We got our horn.
You got a horn. You got a Matterhorn.
Yeah. See it back there? See the light on?
That's it.
There you go. So we scored a goal, George Richards. That's right. FloridaHockeyNow.com. Appreciate you, my brother. Enjoy the hockey. We'll talk next week.
Thanks, bro. Be good.
You got it. There you go. It's the lockdown segment. A. Lenny Locksmith lockdown segment.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.